Hello, happy homeowners. Man here with Heartwood Art. Today we're going to do something that's not woodworking. We're going to look at this Black Max 22-inch self-propelled lawnmower. Today I'm going to take it out of the box for you, show you what's in it, put it together, and then we're going to go cut grass. So let's dive in. Hey, let's get this box open, see what's in it. Oh, they packaged it very well. Come over here. Get it. First we have our manuals. This does have a Briggs and Stratton engine in it, which has a lot to do with why I bought it. Here's our grass catcher bag. For side exit, chute. Okay, the rest of it is tied together here on the side. So we're going to lift it up out of this box, and then we'll be able to put the rest of it together. Okay, so we have it unboxed, and it's pretty well put together as it is. So we're just going to take off this, and that releases part of the handle. And then we have others over here. They're just slid together, I think. So you should be able to slide them. Well, I say that. Of course, that would be ornery. Okay, see? Take that out. And then we also, down buried in there, have our oil for it. And set that aside. And I think we should be able to put the handle, lift the handle up. We have our little protection things. And there's our handle. I'm going to go ahead and lock these in. Just twist them. And turn that so it sits on there. There it goes. Okay, there's one. We'll come in tight on this one so you can see how it goes. See, it's got little things on it that wrap around the pipes on both sides of that. So just line those up and you should be able to tighten it down. I'm going to turn this one so it's aligned with the metal. There. There it goes. It's easier if you hold it together. All right, so this thing is made to be stored upright, meaning you can pick it up and store it flat against the wall with these bars together. But if you want to mow, of course, you're going to have to bring this bar up. Here's the way to do that. You can see we have these little red clamps here. The way they come is locked, so you cannot pull up this bar. And when you turn them, you just kind of pull out and turn them. I'll say that like it's easy. There's one. One of them was easy. There it is. That loosens this bar. And you should be able to pick it up. And then we're going to lock it into place. So it has holes here for you to get the angle that you like. And you can see when you line it up with the holes, this has a bolt. This red thing has a bolt that will come through when you turn it sideways. I'm going to put mine all the way up. And it pops right into place. And then do the other side. I'm not real crazy about how they did these cables with this. One of them, of course, is to turn it off. And the other one is for your self-propelled. And it's a little bit loose, but it runs all the way around. When I took it out and raised the bar here, it was down in the tire. You're going to definitely have to fix this. Fortunately, they have a way for you to do it. Let me show you. They have this nice little clip, and if you turn around, you can see that it holds your wires. So we're just going to pull that off and just pry it. And then put both of these wires inside it, line them up. We'll do this one over here and that one over there, whichever way they want to lay, right? Line them up into the little wire holders, and we're going to pop it back on. I'm at a weird angle, so I can't see. There. Now that's going to hold them very well for you. Very important here about your fuel. You need to pay attention to what these two things are saying, because it will extend the life of your lawnmower. Notice that it says EO and E10 are okay, but E15 and E85 are not okay. That's the ethanol in your fuel. So make sure that wherever you're getting gas, I know a lot of people want to get the cheap gas, but the cheap gas is going to be 15% ethanol, and that will destroy your carburetor and the fuel line and your mower. So be sure that you get the better gas, which is usually only about 5%. It's somewhere between 0 and 10. Page 6 of the manual shows you which oils are best for you. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in here for you. Might want to read that. And it comes with a bottle of SAE 10W30 oil. Now this is 15 fluid ounces. The manual doesn't tell you how many ounces to put in a mower, but usually these 21, 22 inch lawnmowers require at least 15 ounces. So we're going to probably put the whole thing in. Okay, let's get this oil put in. It's over here on the side by the pool. You just turn it about halfway, pull out. There's your dipstick, and it's going to have just a wee itty bitty teeny tiny bit of oil in it. You get a paper towel out. Put our oil stick on that. You can pour it in just through the bottle if you want to, but out of the bottle. I've got a funnel, so I'm going to do that. And we'll just pour a little bit in there. Now I'm going to put the whole 15 ounces because most of these mowers take minimum of that much. Some require 20. They probably will be the entire bottle here. And it's important that you don't overfill it. Honestly, I think that's why they make it take 15 ounces, because people probably just do pour a whole bottle in. Alrighty. Get another towel. Get that laid down. And I'll wipe off our dipstick. Now, don't just stick it back in there. Actually put it all the way in and close it, because that puts it all the way at the bottom. And do your half turn. Take it back out. And check where it is. And right there on that line is good. You're going to want this oil to settle in there a little bit to get an accurate reading on it though. Next, we want to get the height set for the wheels. And one lever adjusts both sides on the back. It's set all the way down. So you pull out and move up into these little notches. See if I can get over here where you can see. See the little notches there? It's very easy to adjust. Now I'm going to set that one on 2. And then we have the same kind of notches here on the front. It's already set at 2, but I'm going to go ahead and raise it to 3. And then I'm going to have a look at my deck and see how level that is. Okay, let's get a little bit of gas. Pour it in there. I got brand new fresh gas for this. Alright, don't fill it, don't overfill it, right? Gotta have room for the gas off. Let's get the crank wire run. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit, hopefully. Kinda hard that first time. Then we're going to wrap it around this little doohickey, and that's what holds it into place. Last, I checked the spark plug. It is in there. The boot is on, so it should be ready to go. And as you can see on this mower, on the air filter cover, it says no prime, no choke, and no oil changes. So we should be ready to crank it. Put the brake down, give it a pull. Well, it runs. I can't say that I'm in the least bit happy about how this self-propel bar is on here. I don't know whose hands it was made for, but I barely get my fingertips on it. It is super hard to hold. I have to hold it with my thumbs. That's extremely uncomfortable, especially if you're older like me and maybe have a little arthritis in your thumb. So you have to get a good grip, not to hold it with the tip of the thumb. Okay, let's see how to get this grass catcher on here. It's got these little knobs, I guess, and then it's got notches down in the plastic. So that's where that mounts and holds just like that. Let me see if you can see these little knobs. See the little notch there, here? That's where those go. And then for the side discharge, I'm going to open this up and put it in. Close this right down on the notches. Goes in easy. I'm going to mow a little with the side discharge on. I thought it did pretty well for that. My grass is not super high back here, so you may not be able to tell the difference. Okay, that's my review and unboxing of the Black Max mower. Be sure to give this a like and subscribe to this channel for more helpful tips.